Hello Beach Springs family, my name is Jordan Babb and I am currently serving as an intern here at BSC, and today it is my honor and privilege to share a short devotion with you. But before I start that, I want to tell you on behalf of the entire church staff, we are missing you, we love you, we hope you are doing well, and we cannot wait until our next family reunion here in this building. We are mourning the loss of our services here in this building. We are mourning the loss of just going to the store normally. We are mourning the loss possibly of people who have gotten affected by this sickness or have died to something else maybe. We don't know what you're going through, but God knows. And can I tell you today that joy can come in the morning. When I say morning, I'm not talking about a sunrise. I'm not talking about AM when we wake up. I'm talking about mourning as in sadness. I'm talking about mourning as in loss. Many of us today are sad. Many of us are going through hard times. It may not be with the coronavirus. It could be something else. But can I tell you, God wants you to know that you can have joy despite the situation you're going through. See, Jesus in John 16:33 told us that I have told you all these things so that you may have peace in me. Because here on the earth you will have many trials and sorrows. But take heart, because I have overcome the world. If our Savior, if the Messiah himself told us that trials were going to come, then they're going to come. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when, because they are going to happen. The coronavirus is just one of many things that have come and plagued this earth. But Jesus said, have peace. Not peace that the world gives, but peace that I give. See, Jesus, he gives a peace that surpasses all understanding. That's what Paul tells us in Philippians 4:7, that we have a peace from God that is firm, that does not change despite the situations and circumstances that we are going through. See, the world, it gives us a peace that it's wishy-washy. It changes despite what the stock market says. It changes despite what the news is. It changes despite if we got a traffic ticket or not. There goes our peace. But Jesus, he gives us a peace that surpasses all understanding because he has overcome the world and that we have nothing to fear as a believer in Jesus. With this joy, you can pray and you can move on. You can face these situations and still be as strong as ever. Paul writes in Romans 12:12, rejoice in our confident hope. Be patient in trouble and keep on praying. Paul, in that passage, he's talking about using your body as a living sacrifice for Jesus, because as long as we're on this earth, we're a walking sacrifice for Jesus. We are being persecuted by the world around us, but we can still have hope. We can still have joy in the morning of the present situations we may be facing. Paul, he knew what it was to be persecuted. Paul was a prisoner. Paul was beaten, mocked, and one time he was hit so many times by stones that they assumed he was dead, but he got up and walked back into the city. Paul was a hardhead, but he was a hardhead for Christ. And I know me, I have a lot of flaws, and being a hardhead's one of them. But I believe that Jesus still uses me, and I believe if he can use me, he can definitely use anybody who's watching this. And so I want you to know you can have joy, you can have peace, and I want you to know that we will get back together soon here at Beach Springs Church. We will have a party, we will have a celebration, and we will rejoice and realize that the mourning lasted for a season, but joy has now come. Joy is here with us.